Good morning. Today is January 21st, 5:15 a.m. on the East Coast, Eastern Standard Time. Taking a look at the crypto markets. The crypto fear and greed index, it is in extreme fear, sitting here at 19. Yesterday's reading was 24. Last week's was 21. Last month was 40. I will leave a link to this website down in the video description. You can check it out. It explains how they calculate the readings and so on. Pretty interesting to keep track of it. We are sitting in extreme fear right now, and we actually have been for some time. All right, over here to the charts, we are looking at the TradingView platform. Taking a look at Bitcoin. We looked at Bitcoin yesterday prior to the further downside move. And let's see what has happened. So we had mentioned that the low on January 10th was the low as of, well, before yesterday's video came out. And we said, look for that low to hold on January 10th. And the low of that was 39,650. Obviously, we have undercut that in a big way. We are trading at 39.46, 39.046. We had mentioned in yesterday's video that the January 20th bar, before it had reversed off of the top, could have been the beginnings of a higher low. So we put in a low right here on January 10th. And then we were saying in yesterday's video that yesterday, the 20th bar of January, could have been the higher low, setting up for what potentially could have been the last retrace of Bitcoin in the bull market and off to the races. We were looking for the price. Let me get a horizontal line here. We were looking for the price to break above this high here on January 13th of 44,453.22. So we had said that if this bar here, which was yesterday, was the higher low, our next area would be getting above this horizontal line here at the, well, let's see, the exact top would have been 44,453. Obviously, what has played out is yesterday we reversed hard off of the 21-day moving average, which is shown on blue in my chart. We are well below the 50-day shown as green on my chart and the 200-day shown as red here. So we were up on the day. Things were looking good. We reversed hard, as well as the rest of the market, as well as the stock market. And today, we are down even further. So we undercut that low on January 10th, and that low was 39,650. So what do I see here for Bitcoin? Well, I mentioned yesterday that if you are short Bitcoin, be careful, because this thing could be setting up for a huge rally to the upside. Bitcoin was up, I think it was up around $1,600 at one point. I saw it during the day, and I was thinking, okay, well, maybe we put that higher low in and we are off to the races. Well, we did not go over that 44,453 level, and we reversed hard. So I had said, until we can get above that level, then this higher low is not really confirmed yet. And so be it. We undercut that low, and we are still trending to the downside. So the short Bitcoin traders over on Patreon should still be short Bitcoin. That position was not stopped out yesterday because we obviously reversed very hard. So that position still remains short and has been short for some time. So for right now, we see further downside for Bitcoin. I mean, we could be heading down into these levels, into the high 20s to the mid $30,000 range. But like I said, we don't really know how far it can go. We just have trailing stops in place, and so be it. When it comes to the upside in Bitcoin, we need to see stronger price action to the upside before reversing a position and getting back in long. But until then, anything's possible, and we can continue much lower. But as I had mentioned in the beginning of the video, the fear and greed index is sitting pretty low, and it's a contrarian indicator. So if you are a contrarian, then you should be looking to nibble into whether it's Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. So you want to buy the fear and sell the greed. As Mr. Warren Buffett says, be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy only when others are fearful. Right now, people are getting a little fearful in the crypto markets. So if you follow what Mr. Buffett says, you would be nibbling away here, trying to get some discounts in the crypto markets. Not financial advice, definitely not telling you to go out and buy Bitcoin. I just had mentioned that the positions that we follow have been short and are still short. And yesterday's low was yesterday undercut that low of January 10th. And Bitcoin still remains down right around, let's see, it's 4% now, $1,627. We also undercut this low over here on September 21st. So we obviously don't know how far Bitcoin can go. And like I said, before getting into a long position, we need to see stronger upside price action, buying strength, selling weakness. So far, we have not seen any strength to the upside. One thing we can do here is do a quick Fibonacci overlay on the chart, and let's see if that gives us some kind of area that we could see Bitcoin potentially stopping at, or at least finding some support. So this is just some rough fibs here. Let's see, let's move this out of our way. Let's zoom back into Bitcoin. All right, so here we are. You can see that the 2.618 fib level right here is at about the $46,000, $47,000 price range. And that also correlates with this, what looks like a right shoulder and a left shoulder with a lot of price action around that fib level. So we have that $47,000 range, high $46,000 range. You could see Bitcoin potentially bounce back up to, which would get it back above this high of 44,453. So on the downside, as we mentioned before, we have this fib level here, which is around the $30,000 range, which if you look over to the left where my arrow is pointing, correlates with all of this price action here. So if you take all of this basing price action here, and you take the Fibonacci level showed in white here, that would kind of make sense for the price to get pulled down to there and potentially find support. First of all, because it's a fib level. Second of all, because there is this lot of prior price action, prior support level there. But between where we're at now, 39,000, and between where this fib level is, which is around the $30,167 range, it is just all open territory. Who knows if it stops before it gets to the fib level and bounces, or does it just continue to drop? Who knows? Time will tell. All I know is Bitcoin is weak right now, and I would be careful trying to buy the bottom. Like I said, I would wait for stronger price action to the upside to confirm that perhaps the trend has changed, or I would wait until you get down to a area that either is a fib level or a prior price level where there could be support. So you have those two things, but then you also can't ignore the fact that there has been extreme fear in the crypto markets, but that can last for a long time, as well as extreme greed. So that's just kind of my 2 cents on Bitcoin right now. Like I said, positions remain short and have been short for a while. Everything else is just some thoughts that come to mind and kind of what we see here from a stepped back view. We do have this left shoulder here, the giant head here, and then it's a little bit rough here. Somewhere in here would be a right shoulder. So a bigger head and shoulders pattern on Bitcoin. So let's see. Throw some Fibonacci's on your chart, and you'll see that they correlate with this price action over here, which was like from May 19th, 2021 to like August 2021, this longer term sideways price action, which also lines up with the fib level. So also keep your eye on this high here on January 13th, and that high was 44,453. We get above that, the trend could be changing, and we could be setting up for what some of us have been waiting for, that last retrace in the Bitcoin bull run, where the crypto markets, where the altcoin markets, excuse me, make their final run to the upside. But until then, keeping an eye on the fib level, keeping an eye on that January 13th high, and everything in between that is just a bunch of noise. So who knows? All right, everybody. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Hope this helped. Keep your eyes on those levels. Be careful out there. Crypto markets are extremely volatile, as well as the regular stock market right now. We did a similar move yesterday. We did a pretty good reversal off the top. So let's see what happens today. Fridays are usually bullish, but so far the futures are sitting kind of flat, down a little bit, up a little bit, not too much going on. I will see you guys in the next video. I appreciate you taking the time to watch it, and have a great trading day.